Today I'm taking you along my building process for a blacksmith house to cover my super smelter. First, I would like to thank you so much for 50 subscribers, and if you want to find a secret way to have your name added into my world, stick till the end of the video. Now, let's get to it. So, today we're gonna do the blacksmith house, and I want to take you guys a bit through the process of how I do my builds. Now, I just laid out a basic foundation of how I want the build to look, and it's pretty simple in the way I envision it. I want a patio here where I can walk up and have an outside area. I want a small storage room back here. This is going to be the main room, and I want a second room over here. So, right after I do the outline, what I want to go ahead and do is just place the pillars down of the outside of the build, so I can get a better vision of how I want it to look. Now, right after we're done with the pillars, I'm just going in and filling in the walls. This will give me a better understanding of the build that I'm trying to put together. As for the color palette, I'm just using a stony look, however, I'm texturing it with the way of using mossy blocks on the bottom, and at the top I'm using a bit of darker shaded colors, like the tuff and the coral block, and that is going to give me like a natural shade that is supposed to come from a big roof. Now, as I was building it, I kinda got fed up with the terrain around here. I used to have my iron farm here, and originally there used to be a really nice river going through, and I realized that I have more iron than I know what to do with, and also that little patch of greenery we had above was really looking out of place. So I just got rid of the iron farm and replaced the river so we could have a beautiful landscape to work with. So, onto the build. Now, every wall that would be visible from the outside has an exterior for now. This is going to be different. This and this are going to be semi-open, and this is the inside. Now, I think I'm going to move on, creating the entrance here, and maybe then I will do a little bit of the outside or just moving on to the second floor. So let's get to that. Okay, now that we have a better shape going, I think I'm going to start filling up the walls here before I start putting in windows and small details. So we can go ahead to that. I put in beehives as sort of a bottom layer. A good trick is to always have your bottom layer be a little bit different, because it's like your foundation. You can do it with barrels, composters, you can do it with beehives. any block that looks a bit like wood is good for that. So let's go ahead. So before I start detailing the second floor, I just outlined the shape of the roof, and I think I'm gonna place it in. I chose to have it stand out a lot because I want to have another, not floor, but I will have something here, and I think it would really go well if I had a really big roof with it, so I'll get started on that. Well, right now the roof seems very out of place, but I hope it will make sense. I think it will, so yeah, sometimes you just gotta trust the process. Adding some inverted stairs can actually add a lot of depth because it creates a shadow underneath, and it's an extra variation that is very appreciated, let's say. I like it very much. It's looking very plain now, but with detail, this can transform really nicely. Now with the windows, you can see my vision a bit better, I think, and I really like it. It looks pretty good. I think I'm going to continue the fences up top and then add another window. Now what I'm thinking of doing is adding a tower, a big tower right here, that is gonna start with a base of moss and slightly and slowly transition up to like smooth grey colors with light grey wool, stone, some copper ore, and then at the very top I want it to get dark again, like there's a shadow getting cast from the tower. So let's get to it. I like that we have some light shining through, but this is way too boring. I need to add some details around it. Trapdoors probably, maybe some stairs. Well, I think I'm mostly happy with the tower. I don't really like the lanterns, but I'm gonna leave them for now, see if I can come up with anything better. I added some glow lichen on the tower. I think it looks good, it's not that visible during the day. And I also added a brick wall into a fence, into a candle on top. I really like that. I think next I want to do something about this area. It looks pretty dead right now. Maybe then we can get on to this patio area before we tackle the other room and the interior. I struggled a bit, but I'm really happy with where it is right now. It's a little window. I added a little bit of glow lichen, so it has some light, but not a lot. I think I'm gonna focus on this area now, it's way too plain. Also, switch up some of the birchwood here for oak and jungle to create some shadows maybe, and just some contrast. It's way too plain right now. Well, I did something for the side. I'm actually really happy with this. It's just a couple of basic windows with some pods on. The color adds a lot, breaks up that flat space very much. Now I'm going to work on the patio, probably copy some of the stuff on the other sides, so it's not bare, and we'll take it from there. We did it. Let's go check it out. First, I just continued the walls over here and here. Coming in, we have some storage area, some furnaces. Everything here is decorative. A little shelf with a bit of everything. A small lava pool with something, I don't know, going down. And some furnaces here with some copper trapdoors in front. I think it gives them that protective look, and also adding a splash of color in the area, which was much needed. Right now we have those doors to come inside. The interior obviously is going to change, so for now I'm really happy with this. Okay, so lots of changes. First of all, I finally added the variations I wanted into the wood. I think it looks a lot better, and if we go to the side, I removed the room. I felt like it wasn't working out, so I added a balcony area over here. Just has some greenery. The railing is made of lecterns with trapdoors on top, and the roof is campfires that were put out. I also added some leafage over it to give it a pop of color and make it look better. And underneath, I'm just about in the process of bringing 4 villages over, and this will be like a work area where this is a water trough where they can cool off the armor that they use. So let's give them some stuff to hold. Oh, it can only be a sword. Yeah, so I'm gonna go bring the villagers now. So, a good trick when transporting villagers and you don't want to place a ton of power rails down is just adding a Minecraft furnace behind them and powering it with coal. And this will keep on going. Now, after adding some more details here to the side, what I think I'm going to do is add a big tree over here. Ever since we took out that patch, this part is feeling pretty lonely, so a nice tree would make a big difference. So let's get to a time lapse of building it. I'm loving this view. I feel like the tree has been such a great addition here. It looks really nice. Yeah, I'm loving it. Pretty nice spruce tree. I also added a small chimney here and added a bit of detail on the back. This is looking really plain. I don't know if I'm going to get to this today. Villagers here looking nice with all of the details. And I think just before we end this video, I'm just going to extend the pathway to the entrances and to the side. And right after that, I'm gonna look at doing something for the middle here. I feel like this is a very nice village center that we could do something about. But for now, I'm really happy. I'm just going to do the pathway and call it a day, I think. Now we're gonna add everyone's name who commented and subscribed last time. If you want your name added into my world like these people, all you need to do is comment and subscribe. We're all done. We added the pathway. I went ahead and did a bit of landscaping around, just making the area a bit more pretty. I also added some leaves here and there to get a more complete look. Greenery is always nice. If you made it this far into the end of the video, I want to thank you very much. If you enjoy, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. We just hit 50 subscribers and I'm really happy. Thank you all so much for that. So I hope I catch you in the next one. Bye for now.